Dungeons is finally out, and in my opinion, is really fun. But damage is a real problem for me, even though I'm combat 28 and have 85% of max talismans. So I decided to try and find out, to the best of my abilities, what is the best way to increase your damage. Now this video is a lot different to my normal videos, but if you could leave a like and subscribe, it would be much appreciated. And comment down how you found this video, whether you were already subscribed or YouTube was kind to me and recommended me to you. Also 6 likes and I will try to do another funny moments with my friends. Let's get into it. So how did I test it? Well, I only tested 3 ways to increase damage, because everyone knows the true best way to increase damage is to do Fury Cells if you haven't already, but I've done them all. So I tested difference in talismans, combat level and weapons. I do want to say before I carry on that these were nowhere near fair tests, but should still help you understand what you should go for when trying to increase your damage. Talismans were the first ones I tested. I tested this without armor to focus more on the talisman damage than the armor damage. I put most of my talismans in one chest, and my co-op member put all of his in the other. This worked because I play the game a lot more than he does, and collected more talismans overall than he has. I kept a few of my accessories in my accessory bag, so that there was a decent amount of talismans in both of the tests. I started with my co-op's talismans, and when critting with first strike working, I got 15,024 damage. Then my talismans. Critting with first strike, I got a maximum damage of 20,376. So with my talisman setup, I had a total of 9 more talismans than with my co-op setup, and some that have been upgraded. So I ended up doing 5,352 more damage with my setup than with my co-op members. This means with the 9 extra talismans plus the upgrades, my damage increased by 35.6%. Next was combat level. I have found this one to be easy to do now that I have superior armor. I just do some revs, but without superior armor, I found it hard to level up. I tested this with my co-op member, as he is combat 18 and I am combat 28. This means this is a change of 10 levels, but he does not have all the Fury Cells, so it will be a little bit off. We also had no talismans to try and keep it more fair. My co-op member, when hitting the dummy with my AOTD that I gave him for the testing, did 7,609 damage with first strike. Then I got my sword back and did 9,346 damage with first strike. This equates to a 22.8% increase in damage from 10 levels. I really thought this would be more, as I have more Fury Cells and have grinded a total of 5.65 million combat XP more than he has. Lastly, there is weapons. I purchased a maxed out sharp AUTE for this test. I could have reforged it before I tested it, but I just forgot about the reforge. I started with the AOTD, which just did the same damage as before, as nothing had changed. I still had no talismans. I did 9,346 damage with first strike, and then the AOTE, which only did 4,390 damage with first strike, although I might have done more if I changed the reforge, but in the end the AOT did 112.9% more damage than the sharp AOTE. In the end, the results were 35.6% for talismans, 22.8% for levels, and 112.9% for weapons. To conclude this video, I will say that if you can upgrade your weapon to something like an AOTD from an AOTE, then maybe do it. Otherwise, focus on talismans, because combat levels don't seem to have much difference and are probably the hardest to get to a decent level. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks, and have a good day.
Yeah, but I know that I shouldn't.